Hello humans, I'm the AlienDoctor, but you could call me Alien, and welcome back to another episode here on the AlienCraft Season 2 Survival World. In the previous two episodes, we did like lore things, like I got teleported in my time machine and stuff. But yeah, in the episodes before the lore stuff, we built this thing. This gold farm, as you can see right here. So today I want to be working on the storage system and also the decoration for the gold farm. And then preferably it would be nice if we could also do some more work on our outer wall for the base, and then also some work on like removing more of this grass slash dirt. As well as that, I've updated a couple of the plugins. So we are now using experimental features on this world, but only the add-on experimental features, which means we can have wearable mob heads, as you can see, and we can still sit on them and still use all of the dyes to adjust them and stuff, which is really cool. I really like it. And yeah, overall it is very cool and very nice to see Bedrock Edition add-ons slowly getting better and better. The first thing that I want to do is work on this storage system for the gold farm. As you can see in these chests, we have already got an absolute ton of various different resources. So rotten flesh, gold nuggets, and then gold ingots. And then obviously all of these golden swords, which we will then smelt down and unenchant for experience. So yeah, overall we have got a whole lot of items from this thing that we need to actually sort. So in between episodes, and obviously I have had quite a lot of time in between episodes, I will admit, but in between episodes I have been working on both a design for the storage system and a design for the actual decorations of how we're going to do the exterior for this gold farm, because yeah, I do actually want it to kind of look a little bit pretty, because this is obviously going to be our base area, so I do want it to actually look a little bit nice. So the first thing I'm going to start by doing is just removing a little bit of area behind the gold farm, so that we've actually got a little bit more space to build out our storage system. We're also going to need a bit of glass, so it looks like we're going to have to do some sand mining and potentially do some gravel mining as well, because we also need some more concrete to actually build, you know, both the exterior and the, you know, sorting system. So I guess it's time to hop into a little bit of a time lapse. Okay, so I think after that little time lapse of resource gathering, we've now got ourselves a whole lot of concrete powder. And no, this is not it. We have also got this, an entire shulker box. And we've also got a ton of spare sand and gravel as well, which I'm going to go ahead and empty into the correct chests. So this is really good, because a lot of our base will be built of white concrete, and then we'll probably end up using is it grey terracotta? I don't know, one of the terracotta colours as well, because I really like the sort of contrast they have. But yeah, anyway, and then obviously we got white dye from the bone meal farm down there. But yeah, anyway, the other thing I just want to point out real quickly is the amount of thunderstorms I keep having on this world is actually insane. Like, I have never had a world that has had this many thunderstorms before. And like, I know that there's obviously, this is out of character for a second. This is out of character. But I know that, like, you know, I'm doing all this lore and storyline stuff. But this has nothing to do. This is not my doing. This is genuinely just the world being weird. And yeah, giving me just so many thunderstorms, and I honestly don't know why. So all that's left to do is build the sorting system, and then obviously we'll begin another time lapse where we build the actual exterior for this thing, which is good because this is probably the first large scale, purely decorative build that I've actually done on this world, which is pretty cool. But anyway, let's get on with the storage system first. I'm not going to time-lapse it because it's probably not going to look that good on camera on a time-lapse. But anyway, let's go. So a live stream and a bit later, and we have successfully built up this, which is the storage system for our gold farm. Although I haven't actually put in the filter items. So right now, well, yeah, if we actually use it, nothing's going to happen because we've just got these, you know, items there, those junk items. But yeah, anyway, so we do need to set up what's going to be in each one. And then I do realize we actually need to destroy like a little bit of this because not all the items we get from this are stackable. But anyway, so what we've got going on is both sides, this side and then that far side is the same. So we've just got these stairs to make the droppers go directly downwards, followed by this water stream. And, you know, yeah, that just happens and that goes into a pretty simple sorter. You've seen them many times before on this channel. So then this auto dropper actually goes into this item sorter, and then that auto dropper goes into that item sorter. Reason being is I couldn't put another 2 item sorters because we just didn't have enough space. Or I suppose I kind of could have, but it would have been a bit hard to do, and well, yeah, anyway, I didn't basically. So yeah, and I'm personally fine with how it came out. Obviously in the future, if we need to, we could always expand storage. That won't be an issue. And yeah, that's basically it for the storage system. It's really not complicated at all. And you can obviously catch my live streams live at twitch.tv/TheAlienDoctor_. And then you can watch the stream replays on my second channel, Alien 2, which is linked in the description. But anyway, I just want to turn on this farm so that we can get a couple of items to actually put into the item sorter and also repair my elytra and other gear. So there we go. Now all of our tools are fully repaired and we can head over here and we should have a ton of items waiting for us. Yeah, at the end. At the end of this water stream. So the swords, we're going to smelt down. Well, we'll grindstone them down if they've got enchantments and then smelt them down. The gold ingots and gold nuggets are really what I'm after, though. So if we do that and then go to each end of the storage system, we should just be able to pick up all the ingots and all the nuggets. And oh. I don't know what's... Oh, I haven't put in the filler items here. Okay, well, that would explain that then. So have they all just gone through? Yeah. That's a small pain. But yeah, and then now what we've got to do is just actually set the item filters to filter in the item we want. So we'll have, what is this, broken? Oh, I've not put in the redstone torches. Okay, there we go. So there's the redstone torches all in. So what we're going to have is the first 2 dedicated to the nuggets. So 1, 2, and then we'll put in these filler items here. Oh, wait, where'd all my filler items go? Jeez. Anyway, as I was saying, the first one here will just have gold nuggets. The second one will also have gold nuggets. The third one, that's going to have gold ingots. With the fourth one having rotten flesh. And then these 2 are actually going to be for all of the non-stackable items and overflow. So we can actually just destroy all of this stuff because we won't need it. We're also going to get heads, but I'm not going to put in a specific place in the sorter for heads. I think I'm just going to leave those to be filtered to the end because, yeah, I don't really see any reason to do that. So we've done the sorting system and all of that stuff. So now all is left to do is actually build the building that surrounds this thing because, as I say, I do want it to look pretty. Now, I have used chunk base to locate a terracotta like Badlands Mesa biome thing because we are going to be using a little bit of cyan terracotta. So yeah, we are going to have to do a little bit more resource gathering to actually get the resources we need, but the majority of the build will be made out of white concrete with just a little bit of cyan terracotta. The other thing is we don't have a cactus farm or anything to actually like get ourselves green dye, and I'm pretty sure you need like green and blue dye for cyan terracotta. We don't even have a source of blue dye. So actually that might be a minor issue. So I don't know if we're actually going to be able to do the exterior for the gold farm today. But if we can't, we can always just build a cactus and like a blue dye cornflower farm or something. So I suppose that's not a massive issue. But anyway, let's go to our second time lapse of resource gathering. So in what was probably quite a quick time lapse for you guys, I managed to collect all of this terracotta, which was a full inventory at the time when I obviously had like other bits of like mob junk on me. Obviously I have cleared them out now, so it's not quite a full inventory. But yeah, anyway, we have a ton of terracotta. Now to make the color which we want, which is cyan terracotta, we need cyan dye. To make cyan dye, we need green dye and blue dye. Now, blue dye we can get using cornflowers, so we can just make a simple bone meal farm to bone meal the cornflowers. But for green dye, we're going to need a cactus farm, and we don't have a cactus farm. So, heading into my creative test world to test if we can bone meal cactus, unfortunately the answer is no. So we have a ton of bone meal, but like, yeah, we can't even use it on this cactus. Now, obviously we can use the cornflowers, we can bone meal cornflowers to get blue dye, which is what we will end up doing. However, it looks like we're going to have to make a pretty big cactus farm. However, we're not going to worry about making a cactus farm today because I want to do the gold farm exterior. However, for the gold farm exterior that I designed, I of course needed to get some cyan terracotta. So I ended up designing a pretty nice little one tall bone meal flower farm, and then I built it on the AlienCraft Season 2 world. And then what I ended up doing is actually just manually going around and collecting all the cactus and smelting that down, so that, yeah, we'll probably build a cactus farm in the future because I will need a lot of cyan terracotta, so we'll obviously need a lot of cyan dye. However, for now, just collecting it manually will probably give us enough. Okay, I've been putting this off for quite some time now. However, we've got quite a lot of cyan terracotta there. I think it's time that we actually build the exterior for this thing. And I'm mildly scared because this is probably the largest building project, like solely decorative building project I've done on this world. But anyway, that will probably be fine. Let's just get to it. So whilst I was recording that time lapse to build obviously the gold farm exterior, which isn't finished by the way, something kind of annoying happened in that I kind of died and yeah. However, do you want to know how I died? Because I still have my gear, as you can see, I still have my armor, I just don't have my original tools. So do you want to know how I died? I had to go and answer the door because there was a delivery. And then a zombie killed me, and that zombie was wearing a chest plate, So that zombie picked up all of my armor other than my elytra and was wearing that. Now annoyingly, my items despawned because I then had to help my brother fix his monitor or something. So yeah, overall, I basically lost everything I had in my inventory, including all of that concrete powder, all of my like tools and stuff like that. Luckily, I do have quite a lot of diamonds on this world, so that's not a massive issue. But yeah, overall, this isn't very good news. Now I did head over to the raid farm and actually get a couple of enchantment books to use from there. However, we didn't get a ton because basically there wasn't a ton of options there. So yeah, overall we are kind of screwed on that front. And you may be like, but Alien, what happened to that absolutely massive village trading hall that you built over here? Well, I'll show you what happened to it. So heading over to that absolutely massive trading hall and heading inside through the doors, you will see that it's basically completely empty other than a villager there and a villager there. Yeah. They all died. Do you want to know how they died? With this design that I use, this is like the old design. By the time this is out, I probably will have a new tutorial on my channel for the new design. However, this is using the old design where the villagers would suffocate in the block, this block, because obviously that gets pushed forward. So yeah, that's why these ones that haven't died obviously don't have water where they're stood, which is why they haven't died. So yeah, at some point we're going to need to put some new villagers in here, which isn't going to be particularly very fun at all, but whatever, we can do it, I guess. But that will be a problem for future Alien to worry about. Also, I managed to get a Riptide Trident because I found a Riptide book. So I'm going to say thank you ever so much for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe to join the Alien Empire today. I'll see you in the next video coming soon. Bye.